Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are well and safe. In our last class, we have started C reading. The name of the lesson is A Letter to a Friend. So, in that, we have seen a discussion, a conversation between between two friends, Ramesh and Suresh, and they have written letter to one another, and we have seen their how their childhood was and how their present life is. So we'll be continuing the remaining part. So see here, how happy we were in our school. We used to sit in the same row, did all the work together, and took part in the events. I remember how Padmanabhaya sir, our class teacher, appreciated us when we got the first prize in district science fair. I remember how we went on a picnic to Koil Sagar. There we went boating. Our tour to Sri Shailam was memorable. Still, I remember the green hills full of trees that almost touched the sky. I remember the roaring of the Krishna river at the dam. There is nothing here. I wonder at my child's silence. He always sits in front of the computer and plays games, never caring for anyone. So, here Ramesh is telling about their childhood, means when they were in school, how they used to spend, all that he is explaining here. So what they used to do, Ramesh and Suresh, they both used to sit in the same row and did all the work together, whatever it may be, homework or any other work they used to do together, and they used to take part in the events. So, and he also telling that I remember how Padmanabhaya sir, he is their class teacher. Who is the class teacher? Padmanabhaya sir is the class teacher of Ramesh and Suresh in their school days. So he says that he still remember how their sir appreciated them when they got the first prize in district science fair, and also he remembered how they went on a picnic to Koil Sagar. So, along with his school, he went to a picnic to a place, Koil Sagar, and he is also reminding all those situations. Okay, there were there we went boating. So, what did they do? They went for boating. Okay, our tour to Sri Shailam was memorable, and also they went to Sri Shailam, and that tour was so memorable for them. Still, I remember the green hills full of trees that almost touched the sky. So, how the trees were, they were looking as if they are touching the sky. So, that much tall the trees were. And I remember the roaring of Krishna river at the dam. So, also they went to see the Krishna river, and he still remembers the roaring of the Krishna river at the dam, and there is nothing here. So he is comparing their childhood with the present. So he is talking about their apartment and their life in Hyderabad, how it is. Yes or no? So he is telling that there is nothing for them. And he say, I wonder at my child's silence. So he is telling he is very shocked to see his child very silent, and his child sits in front of the computer and he only plays games and he never care for anyone. I remember the happy moments when our uncle visited us. He brought toys and fruits for us. Our aunt brought me a new dress for Dasera. How we enjoyed Deepavali. Still, I hear the sounds of crackers. I can see the rockets flying into the sky, making the night full of light. Where are those days? My child doesn't know his uncle or aunt. For him, uncle and neighbor are the same. So he's talking about all the happy moments when their uncle visits their house. So what does his uncle used to bring? He used to bring toys and fruits for them. And also their aunt, she used to bring a new dress for them for Dasara. And they used to enjoy Diwali festival. And still he can hear the sounds of those crackers uh, which they used to crack during Diwali festival. And he is telling, I can see the rockets flying into the sky, making the night full of light. So he is telling, where are those days? Means how they enjoyed together. All those days are not there in the present life. So he is telling, his child doesn't know who is his uncle or aunt, and his child uh, don't know the difference between uncle and neighbor. So like that the relationships were in the city life. Sometimes I think of our childhood days. I think of grandparents, uncles, brothers, sisters. So it's telling, sometimes I think about our childhood days, and also I think of our grandparents, uncles, brothers and sisters, and he's telling, we missed them. We miss the joy of the family. We missed their company. We are missing many things in this busy life. So he's telling that we are missing our grandparents, uncles, brothers, sisters, and we are missing the joy of the family. And he is also telling we are missing their company, in sense they are missing their family members' company, and we are missing many things in this busy life. Suresh, I don't know where those gardens have gone. Those fairy tales, those fruits, those words of love and affection. We have lost our real life in this unreal world. So he's telling Suresh, I don't know where those gardens have gone. Means in their childhood there were so much of greenery, gardens. So he's telling that now where those gardens have went, and those fairy tales and those fruits and those words of love and affection. So he's telling we have lost our real life in this unreal world. Anyhow, I am happy that I have found time to write to you. Please come to me. Let's remember our childhood days of joy. So he's telling, I am happy that at least I have found some time to write a letter to you. And he is asking his friend Suresh to come to him, because to they want to sit together and they want to recall all their childhood days of joy. And see here, yours loving friend Ramesh. So again, to the right hand side of the paper, after writing the whole body of the letter, you will be ending the letter writing that yours loving friend, yours loving Ramesh. Like that, you will be writing your name. Yes or no? So here also he has written yours loving friend Ramesh. So I think you have understood the lesson till here, and I will be sending you the hard words separately in the group, and I want you to write them neatly in your notes, and I want you to send me without fail, and we'll be completing the remaining part of the lesson in our next session. Thank you. Have a good day.